Hey family, get ready, because today's video is going to be absolutely insane. There's hot information about Wrexham, transfers, signings, surprising departures, and messages that will leave you speechless. We're going to talk about players who have made an immediate impact, those who have left, and what all of this means for the future of the team in the Championship. And pay close attention. The final news item is that huge signing featured in the thumbnail and the title. The name everyone has been waiting for, the one that could change Wrexham's level this season. So stick with it until the end, because you won't want to miss a single detail of these stories that are going to shake the club and the fans. News 1. The surprising start of Kiefer Moore and the void left by Ollie Palmer. Let's start with what's making waves at Wrexham. Kiefer Moore, the team's new striker, has had an absolutely spectacular start. He arrived from Sheffield United for £2 million and, in just 3 matches, has already scored 4 goals. One of the most memorable moments was that brave header that secured Wrexham's first Championship victory in 43 years against Millwall. It left fans speechless, proving that Moore came to make an immediate impact. But it's not all smooth sailing. Moore is currently managing an ankle injury he suffered on his debut against Southampton, and he has also been called up by Craig Bellamy for the Wales national team. And here's the real problem. With Ollie Palmer moving to Swindon, Wrexham now lack a high-level backup striker, someone who can hold the ball up, win aerial duels, and act as a focal point in attack. Ryan Hardie and Sam Smith are players who enjoy moving and exploiting space, but they're not the kind of centre-forward who can receive long balls and maintain possession for the team. Phil Parkinson, the manager, is now crossing his fingers that Moore doesn't pick up an injury on international duty and that his body can cope with the intense demands of the Championship, which is notorious for being physically and mentally exhausting. And don't think it ends there. Even with the transfer window closed, Wrexham can still sign free agents, and Phil Parkinson has a card up his sleeve: Patrick Bamford, formerly of Leeds United. Bamford is an experienced Championship striker, capable of playing alone up front or in a duo, holding the ball and bringing others into play. If signed, he could be the piece that guarantees stability in attack, especially when Moore is unavailable or needs a rest. So, family, Wrexham have plenty to be excited about with Moore, but they also need to stay alert to the challenges ahead. The attack promises to be lethal when fully fit, but the squad's depth will be tested in the coming weeks. News 2. Phil Parkinson could repeat the Stephen Fletcher feat. Now, let's talk about the opportunities that could still arise, even with the transfer window already closed. Phil Parkinson has an impressive track record in these situations. He knows how to identify quality players available on free transfers who can make a huge difference to the squad. A classic example was Stephen Fletcher, signed outside the window, who became a key figure in the attack, and Matty James, who also arrived this way and proved his importance throughout the season. Wrexham has experienced a busy summer, full of strategic moves. Ryan Reynolds and McElhenney spared no effort and literally broke the club's transfer record 3 times during the window, bringing in high-profile signings such as Ben Sheaf, Issa Kabor, and Dominic Hyam. These reinforcements were planned to raise the team's level and provide greater competitiveness within the squad, ensuring Wrexham approached the international break with strength and confidence. But Parkinson is not satisfied with what has already been done. He knows the team can still improve, especially if situations arise such as a potential problem with Kiefer Moore in attack. The departure of Ollie Palmer has left a gap in the role of a target striker, and the manager needs alternatives capable of holding the ball, winning aerial duels, and providing balance in attack when necessary. In addition, the club still needs to finalise its 25-player squad for the season. Some players may leave, opening space not only to reinforce the attack but also to strengthen midfield or defence. Every move is carefully considered to keep Wrexham competitive and tactically flexible, ensuring the team has solutions even in the face of injuries or suspensions. And attention, everyone, because if Patrick Bamford becomes available as a free agent, you can be sure Parkinson will act without hesitation. Bamford is an experienced striker with a proven track record in the Championship, capable of playing alone up front or in a partnership, holding the ball and bringing his teammates into play. If he arrives, he could be the reinforcement that provides extra security and stability to Wrexham's attack, especially during the toughest and most physically demanding matches of the competition. The message here is clear: Phil Parkinson does not settle. He wants Wrexham to remain competitive, ready to face any challenge, and always on the lookout for opportunities that can turn the team into a serious contender for major success in the Championship. News 3. There's something in him. Ben Sheaf arrives and Arsene Wenger had his eye on him. And now we've reached the most anticipated moment of the day, Football's Ale family. The news that's on the thumbnail, in the title, and that promises to excite the fans: Ben Sheaf has arrived at Wrexham. The signing was completed for an impressive £6.5 million in the final moments of the transfer window, showing that the club was willing to invest heavily to strengthen their squad. He joins Dom Hyam and Issa Kabor, forming a trio of impactful signings that promises to add even more strength and competitiveness to the team. Ben Sheaf, 27, comes from Coventry City and arrives with the mission of taking on a key role in midfield. He brings not only experience but also game intelligence, tactical awareness, and the ability to make decisive contributions in crucial moments. He's the kind of player who can hold the ball, distribute passes, and help the team control the tempo, exactly what Phil Parkinson needed to reinforce Wrexham's core. And what makes this signing even more impressive? When he was younger, Sheaf had already caught the attention of none other than Arsene Wenger, former Arsenal manager. Wenger praised the player, saying he had something special, with incredible anticipation, intelligence on the pitch, and impressive mental strength that always allowed him to develop. A compliment like that isn't given lightly and shows that Sheaf's talent has been recognised for years. With Sheaf's arrival, Wrexham's midfield becomes even deeper and more competitive. He is expected to integrate alongside Lewis O'Brien, and the battle for places will be fierce with names like Matty James, George Dobson, and other experienced squad members. This gives Parkinson more tactical options, quality, and versatility to set up different formations and strategies throughout the season. Furthermore, Sheaf's arrival sends a clear message to the fans and opponents alike: Wrexham is ready to compete at a high level in the Championship. The team now has players capable of making a difference at any moment in the game, bringing not just talent but also experience in decisive matches. It signals that Parkinson and the club's owners are leaving no stone unturned in building a solid, ambitious squad prepared for the challenges of the competition. So, football Zales, don't be mistaken, the arrival of Ben Sheaf is not just any signing. It's a strategic reinforcement, designed to bring quality, leadership, and intelligence to the team. He's a player who can change the dynamics of midfield, elevate Wrexham's level, and help the squad aim high in the Championship this season. So, Football Zale family, what did you think of these three hot news stories? Will Kiefer Moore be able to hold the fort even with Ollie Palmer's departure? Will Wrexham be able to take full advantage of Patrick Bamford's potential if he joins to strengthen the attack? And of course, Ben Sheaf. Could he be the player who truly transforms the midfield, providing quality, experience, and leadership for the team to fight strongly in the Championship this season? I really want to know your thoughts, so drop a comment below with what you think about each move, who will shine, who needs attention, and what else could change in the squad. Let's have this chat, exchange ideas, and maybe even try to predict together how the team will perform in the upcoming matches. And don't forget, if you're passionate about Wrexham and don't want to miss a single detail about the transfer market, signings, training sessions, and matches, subscribe to the channel now, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. Here, every piece of news is not just information, it's emotion, strategy, and history being written in the Championship. Stay tuned, because every week brings news, and every signing could completely change the course of the team.